You're watching Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa on the SVI Sports Network.
Welcome to Bear Lake High School basketball. We got a doubleheader this afternoon. It's bonus basketball. 1.7 seconds is all. But the Bear Lake Bears JV boys team is just wrapping up. That's the end of the game. They're going to win it 54-42. It was a nice fourth quarter. The Bears trailed 35-33 early in the quarter and then just dominated the rest of the way and won it 54-42. I want to give a shout out to Tate Sommer, who Tate Ewing. Wrong Tate. Tate Ewing, who had, I think, like 15 points in the fourth quarter. He had a great fourth quarter for the Bear Lake Bears. And we're ready for girls basketball. And then following the girls game, the boys game. I don't know for sure what happened in the other gym. I was in the hallway with the girls JV. I was in the hallway. I asked our varsity players, how's it going in the other gym? And a North Fremont girl walked by and said, Bears are winning. So, and then I heard some cheerleaders talking in the hall, and I get the indication that it was a great win for the Bear Lake girls over in the auxiliary gym. But we were watching the JV boys here in the main gym where we got our camera set up. So, Bear Lake Bears, doubleheader today, starting with the girls. And the girls, and both these teams have already played North Fremont. Both these teams, the boys and the girls, already picked up big wins against North Fremont already this season. And we'll start by previewing the girls game. When the girls played the Huskies back in December, the final score was Bear Lake 64, North Fremont 25. The leading scorer in the game for North Fremont in that game down there, Lenz and Sessions each had 11 of their points. And on the Bear Lake side, the leading scorer was Wells with 22, Crockett with 13, Walker with 11. The Bears dominated down low and have a lot of big size advantage over North Fremont. And they took advantage of it back in December in Bear Lake, actually late November in Bear Lake. And the Bears looking to repeat that performance tonight. Bears, as we've indicated, ranked number 2 overall in the state in 4A. The Huskies are a 3A opponent. The Bears would love to win this one and finish out the preseason, I guess you call it, where the games don't actually count because they're playing against the teams that are not in the division. They're games that count towards your max preps rankings. They're games that count towards your record overall, but they don't hurt you as far as district standing goes. And the district games will start, have actually started. Bears played 2 this week, went 2-0. They'll play Marsh Valley and at Snake River next week. And so the Lady Bears are at that point of their season where things start to matter a little bit more. This is the final game on the schedule that doesn't count towards the final standings. So, North Fremont and Bear Lake from very cold Ashton, Idaho.
Yeah.
Not real warm in Bear Lake from what we're hearing. In fact, when we checked the temperatures earlier, I think we got very similar weather going on. It's 14 whole degrees here in Ashton. They're in a severe cold warning for tonight. I'm hoping to get out of town before we have to worry about that too much. North Fremont will be in their home whites with purple and gold trim. The Bear Lake Bears will be in their road blue uniforms with black trim. So let's talk keys to the game. Nate, you look like you're in deep concentration over there. What is your key to the Bears picking up a win tonight here in North Fremont?
I'm going to be honest with you, Jared. I was in deep concentration, but I was trying to come up with a key to the game because my brain for about the last hour has been like, man, I'm full because we ate a lot of food earlier. But I guess my key to the game is score more points. That's what I got right now. Every wise person, including you even, which, I don't know if I should go as far as to say wise once again, but everybody knows whoever scores the most points wins the game. So for right now, score more points. I'm going to kick it over to you, and then I'm going to come up with a real one. So just give me like a couple minutes. Let me cook on this one, and I'll have something.
Okay. So my key to the game is you can't take North Fremont lightly. Yeah, the Bears won easily. They won by 29 points. I'm pretty sure it was a running clock for most of the fourth quarter down there in Bear Lake. But that was early season. That was back in November. Coach Lenz, the head coach here at North Fremont, is a great coach. He's coached a lot of great teams over the years. You can't take North Fremont lightly. They are a well-coached, well-disciplined team. And if you let them get hot, let them feel like they can be in this game, they will make it a basketball game. They're very capable of that just because of their discipline, their coaching, and it's their home court. And the Bears have been on the road for 2 days. Last night, Bears played in American Falls, won that game at American Falls by 31, 32 points, somewhere in there. But you can't, and then stayed overnight in Pocatello. So the Bears haven't slept in their own beds for a couple nights. They played a game last night on the road. They're playing today, midday on the road. Things are out of the norm, and so you can't take them lightly, especially on a day when you're not going to be in your normal mindset. You got to come out, focus, play hard from the beginning, and stay healthy in this game, because in the end it doesn't matter. This is one that, Nate, you said it last night, these early seasons games at this point don't matter as much. You want to stay healthy. You want to set yourself up for the postseason. So it does set them up well for the postseason if they get the win, but stay healthy, come out early, put the pedal down, and not let North Fremont stay in it. You can't take them lightly. You got to focus.
Well, yeah, you said it great, Jared. And if you remember right, the other night against Snake River, Coach Ken Wells said, well, they're not just going to let us win the game. So you can't come out here with that preconceived notion that, North Fremont's just going to lay down and die, because this team cares. They want to win this game as much as anybody else would, and they're going to come out and give you their best effort. So you can't take this team lightly. You've got to come out and just play Bear Lake basketball.
Yeah, along with what you guys are both saying, Bear Lake is defending state champion last year in the 2A division. Now we're bumped up to 4A, which is a division ahead of where we were last year. But we have a target on our backs. We're ranked number 2 in the state, and everybody knows it. And nothing would be more fun for a team like North Fremont than to take down the Mighty Bears. So you've got to play every game. I like the be cautious and don't get hurt, stay healthy, but you also have to play every game like it does matter. Yeah. You have to.
Yeah. You don't really, every game needs to be taken seriously in the sense of losing isn't as fun as winning. So,
yeah.
You just as well come out with that mindset. But, it's one of those things where you can kind of relax, but you also don't want to get too comfortable. There's a fine line you need to walk there.
Yeah. For sure. And the one thing you're also working on at this point this season is building that confidence, figuring out what you may feel like your team needs to work on, and working on that specifically. On games like this, because you're not going to see them again after this, they're not in the same division anymore. We're not going to see them at state. Mm-hmm. You can pull out all the stops, work on some new plays, work on some plays that you may be struggling with. And that's the kind of thing you can work on tonight, is do your thing, work on what you need to work on.
Which leads right into the key to the game that I just came up with off the top of my head, along the lines of score more points, but just keep up with the good work. Bear Lake taking care of business last night against American Falls. There was never a point in that game, really, that the American Falls Beavers were in that game. Bear Lake took over from the tip-off and never let go. And that's the kind of confidence and consistency you want to see out of a basketball team. You want to see that continue in tonight's game, especially in a gym like here in Ashton at North Fremont, because let's be honest, these rims haven't always been friendly to the Bear Lake Bears throughout the years. We've seen some real barn burners in here, 26 to 22. There was one where I was actually laying
28 to 26, the COVID Classic.
There was one where I remember almost laying on the ground comatose because of how boring the game was. It felt like
that was the one.
That felt like nap time. I would have had more fun just laying on the cold concrete floor and taking a nap rather than watching that game, because North Fremont knows, especially on the defensive end, that they can, take care of business. So they're always a defensive-minded team, and then their offense was just hold the ball, because when you have a lead, 4 points, and you're playing good defense, you can hold the ball, and a 4-point lead's a 40-point lead, essentially. And, these rims haven't always been friendly to Bear Lake along that line, so that's what I'm saying. So you've got to come out, keep up that consistency, and actually knock down some shots tonight. Just keep I know it's cold outside, but you got to bring the heat in the gym.
Mm-hmm. And that's what, I agree. The Bears have been doing that. Last night, I told the girls out in the hall, I was talking to a few of the varsity girls, and I said, you know what, you didn't play badly last night, but you didn't play exceptionally well, and you still won by 31 points. And they just kind of laughed. They're like, yeah, we didn't play our best. And they knew it, and that's what they need to do to come out tonight and try to get rid of some of those wrinkles, focus on the things the small things, and fine-tune.
Truthfully, I think it's the same thing. I'm just excited for some entertaining basketball tonight. We got the doubleheader. We got the boys after this. Hoping for some points to be scored. I know I've said that already, but there have been things that I would rather do than watch basketball in this gym, such as watch paint dry, watch corn grow.
Nate, do you see that little thing on the top of the backboard?
Yeah.
That wasn't here for the COVID
You
Classic.
make a great point.
The shot clock. The shot clock changes everything.
What a life changer. Like,
I think
can
that
I just
was
say
single-handedly the reason it was implemented.
If we go round table and talk about things that I am grateful for, the shot clock's at the top of the list as far as broadcasting goes, because wow, we saw some boring games. So
I will say
I'm excited to see points scored on these rims, because for a while I thought they had a nice clear cover over the hoop. And it was just not legal for the Bear Lake Bears to score in Ashton, Idaho.
I will say.
So tonight should be fun.
I will say that I think from in general, not just versus North Fremont, I think the shot clock changed the girls' game more than it changed the boys' game.
Agreed.
I think the girls' game is played with more at the high school level. The girls' game is played with more urgency, and teams are less likely to just stand out there around the three-point line, try to get the easy look. They actually have to, and not that the girls' game wasn't fun to watch, because there was some great stuff happening, but they play with more urgency now. I think it was a bigger adjustment on the girls' side of things than the boys' side of things, and we watch a lot of basketball, and that's just my opinion. I love watching the games now on both boys' and girls' side, because the games are more exciting with the shot clock.
The difference the shot clock has made was never more evident to me than when we were in at the Flaming Gorge Classic this year, especially, like you said, for the girls. Our girls came out and they play quick because they have to with the shot clock. Wyoming still has not implemented that shot clock yet, and they play at a slower pace, and they had a really difficult time. Every team, C team through varsity, had a really difficult time keeping up with our kids, girls and boys, because I think that shot clock. Our kids, the Bears are used to playing at a faster pace now because of the shot clock.
Yeah, and especially that Mountain View game. Mountain View, for the girls, was the best opponent they faced in Flaming Gorge. Mountain View's a very good team.
Yeah.
In fact, other than maybe Malad and Sugar, Mountain View's by far the best team we've faced this year. And our girls came out and kind of ran them off the court at one point because, like you said, our girls play with urgency. They hustle. The shot clock becomes a mental thing. You start playing, even though it's not up there in front of you when you're playing a game without one in Wyoming. It's still mentally in your head, hey, I got to get a shot off. This possession has taken too long.
It's kind of the muscle memory effect, yeah.
And it does create that urgency, and our girls, it was to their advantage.
Yeah, for sure.
I think another thing that I've seen out of the shot clock that I've appreciated is like in a sense of urgency especially, you saw a lot of players give up good looks just to, slow the game down and look for a better shot. And for me, I'm not a huge fan of that. I don't love slowing the game down. So anytime you're open, I don't see why you wouldn't let it fly, see if you can knock one down. So it's just nice to see, a player catching the ball being like, I have an open look, I'm going to knock it down, Why not? Why not shoot the three when it's open instead of passing it up? So honestly, just all around, the shot clock's just made the game so much more entertaining, in my opinion. And I'm really happy that we've actually, made it a part of Idaho basketball.
And if I understood correctly, while we were in Flaming Gorge talking to the broadcasters from Wyoming, I do believe that Wyoming's on the verge of the shot clock. It's 1 or 2 years away is all. So they'll have it eventually, but it definitely noticed. I like Lisa's comment there. I noticed the difference over there without the shot clock.
Yeah, they absolutely play a different game in the state of Wyoming, and it was very noticeable during that tournament.
All right, we are just about 4 minutes before tip-off. Let's take about a 90-second break. We'll catch our breath one last time, and then we'll be back with Bears basketball versus North Fremont from Ashton right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand. We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
The SVI Sports Network returns now with more live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports.
We're back at Ashton, getting ready for girls basketball, and I'm going to look up the rankings, see if Max Preps is updated, and my internet has all of a sudden gone really slow. The Bear Lake Bears, last time we checked, and I'm pretty sure it's still that way, ranked number 2 overall. Oh, and then it just jumped to all states. I don't want all states. I want Idaho. So here we go. Idaho 2A ranking, 4A rankings. It's been a minute since we've been in 2A. The Idaho 4A rankings for, so actually they've updated the 16th. They're through games on the 16th. So the update came in just yesterday, I think, and it looks like Bear Lake has dropped back below Timberlake by .02. So to third in the state, Bears sitting at 11-3, and then after last night, 12-3. Timberlake at 14-1, Sugar Salem at 15-0, ranked number 1. American Falls down there at 8, and Marsh Valley down at 10. Let's look where North Fremont is. The Huskies in 3A classification, and Malad ranked number 1 there. They beat the Bears head-to-head. Bears split with them this year. North Fremont sitting in 8th place. If you go strictly by Max Preps, Bear Lake about a 13-point favorite in today's game as the number 8 team overall in the state. So we're ready for some basketball. I don't think, let's see if they're going to do a national anthem here. There's the final buzzer. I think we're just going to do player introductions. And we'll see what their plan is before this game. The JV and C teams have both already got their games out of the way. And now it's time for the varsity games. Girls followed by the boys here on the same court, back to back. We'll start with the girls, and then immediately following, they'll give them like a 15-minute warm-up, and we'll get the boys on the air. And we're just waiting to get the starting lineups. And they are going to do the national anthem. And then we'll get this one started.
Well, their flag goes up fast.
It does. And they clicked it before the song officially ended, so it was perfect.
Perfect. All right.
We're ready for the starting lineups. And I have a feeling the lights are going to go off on us here.
I have a feeling.
It's almost like there's a spotlight next to us.
And a bunch of people holding glow sticks.
Mm-hmm. And you can probably hear them.
Potentially. Possibly.
All right. Starting for the Bear Lake Bears, Sadie Shaw. And she is a 5'5" senior. 5'5" senior, Taisley Neal. 5'6" senior, Emery Walker. 5'10" junior, Peyton Crockett. And a 6-foot senior, number 32 senior, wow, sophomore.
Mm-hmm.
Number 32, Hallie Wells, who was the leading scorer when these Bears played North Fremont in Bear Lake. She had 22 points. Starting lineups now for the North Fremont Huskies. And they're playing some music. You can see those of you watching, they got music going. They got the spotlight in purple. It's actually a black light spotlight. They handed out a bunch of glow sticks. Number 34, Katie Pickard. She is a sophomore. Number 2, Yadri Patino. She is also a junior. Number 3, Peyton Lenz, a junior. Number 33, Taylor Sessions, a junior. And number 42, Grace Heiner, a senior. So they start a sophomore, 3 juniors and a senior. The Bears start 3 seniors, a sophomore and a junior. So like I said in the pregame show, based on the game at home, Bears have a big advantage in the interior. The 3 leading scorers from the Bears were Wells, Crockett, and Walker down in Bear Lake. So they look to have big nights again tonight. Heiner, the senior, to jump it up against Wells, the sophomore. Bears going from right to left as you see it, as we see it, and you hear it on the SVI Sports Network. I believe that's Portella is one of the officials down there.
Stuart Portella.
A former Bear Laker. And he does a lot of games up here in 6th District as an official. So Hallie Wells and Gracie Heiner are set to jump it up. Wells controls it to Walker. The Bears will set the offense with Sadie Shaw going over to Neal, back to Shaw. Shaw in the corner now to Walker. Walker back to Shaw. Shaw to Neal. Neal inside to Wells. Wells going to go to Shaw. Shaw sets her feet for the 3. Leaves it off the front of the rim. Rebound. It's going to be taken by Peyton Crockett. She'll put it up. It's too hard off the front of the rim. Rebound to Walker, and she's fouled. So the Bears missed 2 easy, well, I shouldn't say easy ones, but 2 open looks. And Walker is going to make her way to the foul line after picking up a couple of offensive rebounds. Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. For all your heating and air conditioning needs, it's Jacobson Mountain Air. Officials having a little fun down there. And Walker will toe the line, and she'll shoot to try to score the first points of the game. First one, nothing but the bottom of the net. That was smooth. Good-looking shot from Emery Walker. Jacobson Mountain Air looks to get a lot of air time again tonight, sponsoring our foul line. And 2-0 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard as Emery Walker knocks down a couple of foul shots, and the Bears score first. In the backcourt, the Huskies finally get it across center court. Bettino tries to go inside. It's knocked away and taken away. Taisley Neal's going to come away with it. Quickly up ahead to Shaw. Shaw has to run it down the corner, tosses it underneath. Heiner will come away with it. And that pass from Neal just a little bit too strong for Shaw. And it's Lenz with it now. Over to Patino. And now to...
Great pass underneath.
Yeah, great pass. Let's see what number. Is that Lenz that scored that? No, it's number 33. That's Sessions. Couldn't see if it was 3 or 33. Long hair in the way. Wells with it at the foul line. Corner. Walker long 2. No, they gave her 3. I thought her foot was on the line, but we'll take it. Emery Walker has the first 5 points of the night for the Bear Lake Bears. She makes the first Phillips 66 U-Save long ball of the night. Phillips 66 U-Save, where your convenience is our pleasure. Hallie Wells, it's her pleasure to take the ball away, all the way down, lay it up and in for 2. She got the steal. She got the finish. The Bears are up 7-2. Lenz brings it into the front court now. And then Wells comes over, tries to get another steal, but commits the foul. That pass was intended for Sessions.
First foul of the game, first foul for the Bears, and first foul for Hallie.
So Sessions will trigger on the sideline right over there by the Bear Lake bench. She gets it in to Lenz, back to Sessions. Sessions looking inside, nothing there, so she'll come back out to Lenz at the top. Lenz over to Pickard. Pickard back up top to Lenz. They'll lob it inside. Sessions goes baseline, cut off there. She's got to come back out. And Heiner will give it to Lenz. She thinks about the long 3. Now she'll go to Heiner. Heiner tries to drive. Gives it to Pickard, back to Lenz. In the corner to Sessions. Sessions drives. Her shot's blocked out of bounds off Wells. 5 seconds for a shot. As Hallie Wells came over, just blocked that one, swatted it out of bounds. 5-second shot clock. It's in the corner to Lenz. She'll launch the 3. No good. She does catch a little bit of the rim, resets the shot clock, and then Sessions gets the rebound and is fouled.
That foul go on, Hallie Wells, her second, really quick.
Neal and Wells were both there. They could have given it to either one. I think Coach Wells would prefer they gave it to Neal. Sessions to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs. And Sessions puts the first one off the back of the rim. She'll have one more. Bears lead at 7-2 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. And now 7-3 as Sessions goes 1 out of 2. Shaw will walk the ball into the front court, and the Bears will set the offense. Shaw to Neal. Back to Shaw. Shaw around the screen, drives the lane, kicks in the corner to Walker. Walker drives, kicks to Wells. Wells, foul line jumper a little bit short, but right into the hands of Walker. She misses the putback. She was right in front of the rim and just missed it just a little bit off right. I think she tried to use too much touch on that one. And the rebound over to the Huskies. Patino to Pickard. Actually, that's Heiner in the corner. And now Lenz for an NBA 3. No good. Rebound to Taisley Neal. Neal quickly pushes the ball into the front court. Looking inside, tries to go to Walker, and Pickard actually trailing the play, gets the steal. Sessions down the lane all the way to the hoop, misses, and Neal gets the second rebound in as many possessions. Again, she pushes up the court, goes to Walker. Walker will stop out 3-point line now to Neal, now to Shaw. Shaw lobs it inside for Crockett. Easy. Oh! But the rebound to Wells. So Wells gets the rebound and a putback. That's what, see, Peyton Crockett, she's so considerate. She wanted to give her teammate some more stats. Kind of an assist there. Lenz gets it into Sessions. Sessions down the lane to Heiner. Heiner is fouled. Should go to line.
Going to go on Crockett, I believe. Nope, they gave it to Walker. Her first.
9-3 is our score, and Heiner back to the Phillips 66 U-Save, not Phillips 66, Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, and Heiner misses the first. They're 1 out of 3 so far on the night are the Huskies from the foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Heiner goes 0 for 2. The rebound to Neal. What do you know? Taisley Neal has 3 rebounds already. And she'll get the ball to Shaw now in the front court. Bears lob it in the corner to Walker. She drives baseline. She'll kick to Wells. A little bit too low for her, but she does get the pass.
Great pass.
Back inside to Walker. Walker will go back to the foul line. Yeah, that was a great pass from Hallie Wells. Nice little bounce pass. Drew the defender. And now we got the hockey line change. And for those of you that may not be hockey fans, when in hockey, they substitute everybody all at once. And so that's why I jokingly call it the hockey line change.
The foul on Pickard.
One thing that is different between this and hockey is that Jared can pronounce these names.
Yes, that is true.
Amen.
Jacobson Mountain Air foul line's been friendly so far tonight as Walker makes her first and then misses that one. The score is 10-3 in favor of the Bears. And Walker stayed in there. It's usually Wells that stays in, but Walker stayed in because Wells has 2 fouls. At the other end, we get a quick foul. And it will be Patino headed to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air.
Bamey with the foul. 14 foul for the Bears.
10-3 still, as Patino leaves this one off the front of the rim.
Skinner in for Walker, so.
Oh, it was Crockett that stayed in, not.
Yep.
Yeah, Crockett stayed in instead of Wells. Patino makes a second. It's 10-4. Half of their points have come from the foul line. They've got one made bucket here, and the Bears lead it 10-4. Skinner back up top to Bamey, over to Saxton. Back to Skinner. Skinner squares for 3, doesn't take it, goes to Allman instead inside. Allman will get it to Bamey. Now in the corner to Skinner. Cross court, it goes to Saxton. Saxton drives, kicks it to Skinner. Open for 3. No, good looking shot. Good. Rebound to Heiner. She goes quickly up ahead to Patino. Patino travels with it. She got it to Sessions, who would have had a decent look at it, but she had to take an extra step to get it there, and there's a turnover. Bears basketball. Saxton will bring it into the front court. Now to Bamey. Bamey runs it down. Gets through the...
She also traveled.
She took an extra step trying to get it around the defender. Sessions will trigger from her own bench. And lob into the front court back to Sessions. Bamey defending her tight down the lane. To Heiner. Heiner out to Patino. Patino to Lenz in the corner. Sessions. Sessions shoots the 3, misses, and Saxton runs down the rebound on the backside. Saxton in the front court with it. She'll go to Bamey. Bamey all alone. She'll go in the corner to Alleman, and now to Skinner. Skinner in the short corner, and she's forced out of bounds. She steps on the line, trying to get the ball over to Saxton. So the Bears have turned it over 2 possessions in a row, but still lead it 10-4 with 2:58 left in the quarter. They've only allowed 1 made basket so far in the game. The other points have come at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Lenz brings in the front court, lobs in the corner to Sessions. They try to go inside to Heiner. It's tipped by Alleman, taken away by Skinner. The Bears with the steal. Skinner will go to Bamey between the circles, over on the elbow to Saxton, corner to Alleman. Alleman will drive, go to Crockett. Crockett with the 10-foot jumper, no good. That rim does not like Peyton Crockett tonight. She's had several good looks, and those usually go in for her. 2:25 left in the quarter. Bears lead it 10-4. Sessions will set the offense for the Huskies on the other end. Saxton harassing her, over to Lenz. Back to Sessions on the foul line. She'll go back to Lenz. Lenz, long 3 on the way, no good. Rebound is going to be run down in the corner by Patino. Now to Heiner, over to Lenz, now to Sessions, back to Lenz. 2 minutes left in the quarter. 25-second shot clock as they're playing catch with it on the perimeter. They finally lob inside to Heiner. That was great defense. Yeah. They set an inside screen, and Heiner found herself all over Pickard. Cleared the way for her, and it's 10-6. The Huskies staying in it, and Saxton throws it away. She kind of got herself trapped, and in his attempt to get rid of the ball, she turns it over. Heiner will go to Lenz, and the Huskies will set the offense just down by just 4. Sessions lobs it across court to Lenz. Lenz drives, tries to go inside. Not touched by the Bears. They said, I thought it looked like it went off of Crockett. They said, nope, she didn't touch it. So it'll be Bears basketball.
Shaw and Wells back in the game, replacing Crockett and Saxton.
1:23 left in this low-scoring first quarter. The score just 10-6. Bamey with it. In the corner, she goes to Alleman. Alleman to Bamey. Back to Skinner. Skinner, corner 3, no good. Rebound on the backside. Taken by Lenz. She goes out front to Patino, but instead of Patino, Alleman runs it down, gets the steal. She'll clear to Bamey, and the Bears will get it in the front court to Shaw. Shaw to Wells quickly. Wells dribbles down the lane, goes to Alleman. Alleman pump fake, drive the baseline. She's
Great
fouled.
move by Alleman.
The pump fake got the defender off balance. She was able to drive and send herself to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
Pickard picking up her second foul.
Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs. Alleman rims it in. Rim, backboard rim, and in. 53.8, 11-6. is your score on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. You can count on them to care. And Wells gets the rebound off the miss, but then is taken away. She tried to put it on the floor, and Lenz just gets the steal. Bamey keeps Patino from getting the easy layup at the other end. They'll send Patino to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
Bamey picking up her second foul.
Quickly off the bench to replace her because of that. It will be Taisley Neal after this first foul shot from Patino at the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. And Patino makes that one. 11-7, just a 4-point game. The foul line keeping the North Fremont Huskies in the game as they've scored 3 of their 7 points from the foul line. And make it 4 out of 8. Half their points coming from the foul line. And with 48 seconds left, Shaw will bring the ball in the front court. The Bears will set the offense, try to get a good shot and extend this lead to end the first quarter. Alleman, short corner to Skinner. Skinner out to Alleman. Alleman loses the ball, but she gets it out to Shaw. Shaw open from 3. No. Rebound goes to Sessions. Sessions pushes it quickly into the front court. She drives past Wells,
Great
lays
move.
it up, but
Wow.
misses. Wells gets the rebound. Wells will push it up ahead, tries to get it to Skinner. Lenz knocks it out of bounds with 20.6 seconds left. Bears will have the ball with a chance to work for a last shot if they want to. They got the 3-point lead. They've got the ball here towards the end of the first quarter. Shaw around the screen, sets for 3. Instead, she lobs it into Alleman. Alleman to Wells, but it's too high for her. And Patino's going to step in and take it away. And then Patino's going to throw it away at the other end. And with 2.2 seconds left, it'll be Bears basketball on their own baseline. So Shaw's going to have to try to get a quick shot off. She'll lob it from half court. Oh, good look at it, just a little bit short. And we'll go to the second quarter with the Bears in the lead on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard by a score of 11-8 right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
Live coverage of local high school sports continues now on the SVI Sports Network.
Madison Powell checks in for North Fremont. That's their first substitution of the game. Lenz will bring the ball into the front court, and she came in for Pickard. Patino now with it. Cross court to Lenz. Lenz drives. She'll have to kick it back out. She goes to Powell. And back to Lenz. Lenz now to Patino. Lobs it inside to Sessions. Hallie Wells takes it away from behind. Didn't even see her coming. And she was able just to take it out of the air. She'll get the ball to Walker, who's back in there. Bears have their starting lineup on the court. Wells with the layup. Nice pass, nice finish. Hallie Wells gives the Bears the lead at 13-8. Lenz drives. She'll hand it to Powell. Powell forced clear back out near the center court line by Shaw. Back to Lenz. Lenz tries to go inside to Patino, gets it to her. Patino to Heiner. Heiner back outside to Lenz. Lenz to Patino, inside to Heiner on the baseline. She'll come back out Lenz. Lenz fakes the 3, drives the lane, puts it up and in off the backboard. Nice move there by Lenz. And Walker has 2 fouls, so she had to just put her hands in the air and hope she could block the shot, but couldn't be as aggressive as she would have liked to. It was 13-10. Huskies fighting back in it. Bears lead is down to 3. Shaw in the corner to Walker. Walker took a step. Too bad because she She wouldn't have drug her pivot foot there. She made a great pass into Wells, who had the easy layup. But the Huskies can cut this to 1 or even tie it with a 3. Lenz to Powell. Powell back to Lenz. Shaw extending the defense out there. Now to Powell. Back to Lenz. Clear out about 10 feet beyond the 3-point line, playing catch right now. Patino with it. She's still clear out there. Now she's going to go to Heiner. Heiner back to Patino. Patino will drive baseline, be cut off. She comes back out to Heiner. Heiner drives. She's cut off. Patino launches the 3. No good. Wells with the rebound. Wells quickly up ahead to Walker. Walker goes back to Wells. Wells turns around. Oh!
I don't know about that.
They called the travel. It was a great move. She probably just needed to put it on the floor.
Put it on the floor, yep.
Just a little bit behind her. She needed to take 1 dribble. She got it to go in. It looked good. And here comes Lenz. Lenz is just going to drive down the lane. Crockett blocks it right in the hands of Walker. Nice block there by Peyton Crockett. She's got long arms. She's got a deceptively long reach. And she just got the block there. Walker fumbles it over to Shaw. Shaw saves it back to Walker. Neal open for 3. No, just long. The Phillips 66 USA 3-point shot just not going the Bears' way today. And the rebound goes out of bounds. Last touch by Emery Walker. She tried to run it down the corner. And it will be North Fremont basketball. They take a full timeout. We'll take it with them here on the SVI Sports Network.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Bears not really lighting it up tonight. They do lead by 3 at 13-10. But with 5.5 minutes left in the first half, Sadie Shaw gets the steal, gets the layup. There you go, 15-10 now. Shaw harassing Lenz on the inbound again. Lenz will get it cross court to Session, still out near center court. Now back to Lenz. On the foul line to Heiner. Heiner drives, cut off. Her shot goes off the side of the backboard. And they say that Crockett tipped it, so it'll be out of bounds. I think Crockett thought it was out of bounds because it hit the backboard. The official said no, it wasn't out of bounds until it hit the floor, and Crockett tipped it on its way down. Pass comes in to Neal. Yes, I know, it was North Fremont ball, but it came into Neal. And then, wow, what a finish, what a pass. Taisley Neal got the steal. She gets the assist. Shaw will go to the line. She'll shoot to complete the 3-point play. Shaw lays it up off the glass in traffic. She has 4 in a row, 17-10 now. And back to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line go the Bear Lake Bears. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs. And just when I said the Bears were struggling to score, Shaw heats up. She scores 5 straight. The Bears lead is now 8 at 18-10 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Sessions with it. Should come back out to Lenz, top the key. NBA 3 on the way. Yes!
Wow, pretty shot.
That was a beautiful straightaway 3 by Lenz. Phillips 66U save sponsoring their 3-point line. And Crockett with the easy one inside. Walker, she was halfway to back to the other end of the court after the pass before the shot even went in. She was so confident in Crockett on that one. Nice assist there by Emery Walker. 20-13, just like that. Heiner looking inside. 3-pointer on the way from Lenz. She misses this one. Rebound, though, goes to the Huskies. Now Sessions drives. Her shot's blocked. She was in tall timber there. surrounded by Crockett and Wells, and she gives up about 6 inches to them both. And then when you extend the reach, it's more like about 18 inches. And Huskies are lucky that the rebound went out of bounds. Timeout taken. It's a 30 by the Huskies. We'll take it with them again on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, you know, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
Jacobs Mountaineer foul line coming up for Heiner on the inbounds play while you were away watching the ad. It took about a half a second off the clock, and Heiner gets herself a trip to the foul line. She hits it, and it's 20-14. Jacobs Mountaineer, for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, it's Jacobs Mountaineer.
That foul went on Crockett, by the way.
And the second one is no good. Bears quickly with the rebound inside to Wells, but it's knocked away and taken away by Sessions. Great defense there by Sessions to get the steal. And she gets it into the front court now. Lenz, cross court back to Sessions. And just playing catch with it on the interior. They do that trying to find a soft spot on the inside. Heiner and Pickard both in there. Pickard back in. They've only made one substitution. Pickard came out temporarily, but she's back in there. Sessions launches the long three, no good. Neal with another rebound. Taisley Neal doing a job on the boards today. Lob inside goes to Crockett. Crockett misses it, and then rebound. Crockett and Walker fought each other. And so it will be Husky basketball. And they trail it by 6, 20-14 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Ball up top to Patino. She's tracked, but she'll get it over to Lenz. Lenz up to Patino. Patino will back it out to the center court circle. Now it goes in the corner to Pickard. Pickard back up to Patino. In the corner it goes to Sessions, and then an offensive foul. Pickard trying to create room on the inside. And turnover on the offensive foul.
That's her third.
And there's your line change again. Everybody but Wells comes out. Bainey with the ball in the front court. She gets trapped, but she'll get it to Wells. Wells drives to the foul line. She'll kick it to Skinner. Skinner baseline. Cross court now to Saxton. Saxton back to Bamey on the elbow. Corner to Skinner, up top to Bamey. Bamey swinging around to Saxton. Saxton drives, gets it to Wells. Wells, 8-foot jumper is good.
She is so good at just taking her time on those.
And the Bears setting up, putting a little bit of pressure on the backcourt. And it forces the turnover. Patino fumbles it out of bounds. And it will be Bears basketball. Bears lead it by 8, 22-14. And I believe that's Powell back in there now for Pickard. And Bamey will bring the ball in the front court, and she goes to Skinner. Skinner across court to Saxton. Saxton thinks about driving. She kicks it back out to Bamey. Bears swinging around. Skinner's going to drive the lane. Loses the ball on the floor. It's going to be a jump ball. It'll stay Bear Lake basketball. As Skinner dribbled it off her own calf. And it would be Bears basketball baseline. 20-second shot clock, 2:06 game clock. Oh, nice pass by Skinner into Walker, into Allman. Saxton then steals away the rebound, but can't get the shot as she was falling off balance, and she just kind of chucked it up so she didn't get called for the travel. Quickly up ahead to Patino. Patino's shot is off. Rebound is off of Heiner. So the Bears avoid giving up the pressure. Bears have missed a lot of those little easy buckets inside. Just enough pressure from North Fremont to throw them off. And it is Bears basketball. Wells will get it to Bamey. Bamey gets tripped as she goes in the front court. They say she double dribbled first before the trip. It will be North Fremont basketball. Lenz will bring the ball into the front court. A little bit of pressure by Saxton. Now over to Powell. Powell has it knocked away by Hallie Wells. She tries to go ahead to Saxton. It's knocked away, but then Wells gets it back to Bamey. Bears have a 4-on-nobody fast break, and I think Saxton got the bucket.
It was Bamey.
Was it Bamey that finished? And now Skinner commits the foul on the sideline. She was trying to force her to dribble out of bounds. Got a little bit too much contact.
Her first.
With 1:22 left in the first half, Bears lead is 10, and it's going to be the Huskies triggering from the sideline. Powell with it. She'll dribble across the top, lose the ball out of bounds. It'll be Bear Lake basketball. Saxton with the great defense forced Powell to lose the dribble, and it is Bears basketball with the 10-point lead. 24-14. On the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Wells, pass just over her fingertips, and Powell will come away with it. Saxton picks her up in the backcourt, so she goes to Lenz. Lenz now out on the logo, dribbles to Powell. Powell back to Lenz. Lenz looking inside. She goes baseline. Nice move there by Heiner to get herself open baseline. Wells came over with the help defense, but had to kind of let her go because of the 2 fouls she's already got. Pass to Wells. Wells with a beautiful pass. That's a layup drill there for Allman on the beautiful pass from Hallie Wells. And Lenz lobs it inside. Wells steps in the way. Bamey's going to come up away with it. She'll get it to Wells. Wells down the lane, stops. Make sure she's under control. Gets the easy layup. Bears up by a dozen at 28-16. 18 seconds left in the half. Let's see if they want to work for a last shot or if they take the first available one. Powell with it. She's going to lob it to Sessions. Sessions goes inside to Heiner. Heiner up and in. Heiner with good position. Got herself a quick bucket. Bears have 3 seconds to get the shot off. It's going to be Skinner for 3. Good looking shot. No, at the buzzer. I thought she had it. It rims out. The Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point shot doesn't go down. And we go to halftime with the Bears in lead by 10. They're going to be happy with their defense in the first half, only allowing 18, but going to be a little bit frustrated on offense that they've only scored 28. We'll be back in 2 minutes. We'll give you the halftime stats right after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, we have the honor of having a great radiology team. They've been recognized at the state level of being the best in their field. In our radiology department, we are able to provide MRIs, CT scans, X-rays, mammograms, ultrasound, echocardiograms, nuclear medicine, and DEXA scans.
Live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports on the SVI Sports Network is presented by Southeast Idaho Steel, a locally owned business making locally produced steel signs and fixtures. Flying S title and escrow, whatever it takes. Stephen Hammond Dental, local family dentistry. Gary Tusher CPA, bookkeeping, tax returns, and payroll, here to help. And by Lenhart Beverages, proud to support the Bear Lake Bears.
Our PT department is comprised of physical therapy, occupational therapy, speech therapy. We also have pelvic floor that we do. Physical therapy helps in multiple settings. They assist in the skilled nursing facility, the manor, the home health, along with helping out with both preoperative and postoperative. Make sure that you have the best outcome with your surgery and your way of life going forward.
Bear Lake Dental in Montpelier is where kindness and dentistry meet. Our friendly, talented team have years of experience in providing compassionate service and high-quality dental care. Dr. Micah Himmerick, Dr. Monty Weston, and a full staff of dental experts are here to help you create a new smile. Visit Bear Lake Dental at 215 South 4th Street in Montpelier, online at bearlakedental.com, or give us a call at 208-847-0153. Bear Lake Dental, creating happy, beautiful smiles.
On the SVI Sports Network, this is Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa.
28-18 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. The Bear Lake Bears in the lead over the North Fremont Huskies. This is the girls' game. Boys' game will be starting right after this one, about 4 o'clock. And good first half for the Bear Lake girls to build up the 10-point lead. Lisa, who did the scoring for the Huskies?
All right, leading on the scoring board for the Huskies, Heiner has 7, 5 for Lenz, 3 for Sessions, 3 for Patino. That's their total, 18 points. They're shooting 35% overall. They're 5 for 9, 55% from the 2-point range. 1 out of 8, 12% from the 3-point, and 50%, 5 for 10 from the foul line. They have 10 rebounds in the first half, 4 offensive rebounds. For the Bears, Wells is leading with 10 points, 6 for Walker, 5 for Schall, 3 for Alleman, 2 for Bamey, 2 for Crockett. And they're shooting 42% overall, 10 out of 18, 55% from the 2-point range. Exact same percentage from the 3-point, 1 out of 8, 12% for the Bears, 5 out of 7, 71% from the foul line. They have 13 rebounds, 6 offensive, 7 defensive. If I can, I just want to give some quick stats for some of the girls here. So Hallie Wells, not only does she have 10 points, she has 1 assist, she has 2 blocks, she has 5 total rebounds, she has 2 steals, she has a deflection. I mean, she's everywhere today. So a great effort by everyone, but just wanted to point that out. Neil also working really hard on the boards, and she has 4 rebounds, she has an assist, she has 2 steals. She's not got any points, but again, working really hard across the floor. So all of them are, but those really jumped out at me as I opened up the stat column. Bears outscored the Huskies 11-8 in the first quarter, 17-10 in the second.
So the second quarter, the Bears started scoring a lot more, and defense was still stout.
Yeah, and let me give a quick shout out to Schall too. She's got 5 points, but all 5 of those points came in the beginning of the second quarter, and that kind of turned around. It felt like the Bears were playing just a little flat in the first quarter, but those quick 5 points from Schall made a huge difference in the second quarter.
Yeah, and they were on back-to-back possessions. She got a steal and a layup, and then she got the 3-point play on the next possession. So great first half for her. And I do agree, that was a spark right when the Bears needed it. In fact, I had just commented that the Bears were struggling to score, and she came out and scored 5 straight on 2 possessions, and kind of that was a turning point in the game in that first half.
Yep.
So good first half. Nate, what's your take?
I mean, if you're Coach Ken Wells going into halftime, offensively 28 points and a half, really not that bad. Defensively pretty good. You'll take a 10-point lead, but clearly this North Fremont team has gotten better since the last time Bear Lake's played them. They've improved, and the difference is night and day. This team is putting up a fight, and you've got to find ways to just keep that lead. You know, you don't have to win this game by 30 points like you did at home. You just need to win it by 5. I mean, an ugly win counts the same as a pretty win. Find ways to win the game, and that's really about it. I think North Fremont is a better team than what we saw earlier in the season. I think this team has came out and made a statement in the first half, keeping this game close. And I'm excited to see what comes out in the second half, because this is a good game. I mean, could go either way still, but I think if you're Ken Wells, you're just looking to keep this game securely in your hands, whether that's 10 points or 30 points, doesn't really matter.
The Bears have been a second-half team the last couple weeks. In fact, the later in the game it gets, the better the Bears seem to be the last couple weeks. So we're looking for that in the second half, see if Coach Wells can make the necessary adjustments. Not that they need to change things dramatically because they are in the lead by 10. But like you said, I like the fact you mentioned Huskies much improved since we played them in Bear Lake, which you knew they would be. They're a young team. They start 3 juniors and a sophomore, and they had some early injuries, and now they're kind of working themselves back into shape. The one thing that could bode well for the Bear Lake Bears is the Huskies are not a very deep team. 4 of their 5 starters never left the court in the first half, and I think the only reason Pickard did is because she got herself in foul trouble with 3. So the Huskies don't go very deep. The Bears do. And so the Bears should be fresh and have fresher legs as we go down into the third and fourth quarter. And that could pay big dividends for the Bear Lake Bears. Let's take one more break. We've got about 3 minutes left in halftime. In 90 seconds, we'll come back, get you ready for the second half. The Bears lead it on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard, 28-18 here on the SVI Sports Network.
We take all the decisions and explain them and make it easier for everybody to understand.
We bring a uniqueness to it, and we try to make sure everything is positive and happy and people have a good experience.
People come in and sign papers and then they leave and they're happy, they get their house. I like that.
When we hand you that deed to your home, there's not going to be anything that's going to come up later that's going to hurt.
Ready, set, 12 days, 10 venues, 1 van. Client presentation starting in 4 minutes. Living your best midlife crisis. Rerouting. There's go in everything you do. That's why Phillips 66 is there to fuel all the ways you go, go, go.
Visit You Save Phillips 66 in Montpelier for fuel, snacks, and more. Live to the full with You Save Phillips 66, where your convenience is our pleasure. Bear Lake Drug in Montpelier is your full-service pharmacy, including prescription refills and medications. Bear Lake Drug also offers services such as rapid strep test, rapid influenza test, and medication synchronization. Ask your pharmacist for more details at Bear Lake Drug on Washington Street in Montpelier. Visit BearLakeDrugID.com. That's BearLakeDrugID.com. It's your local drugstore and a whole lot more. Bear Lake Drug.
Your leader for live coverage of Bear Lake High School sports. This is the SVI Sports Network.
Your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard is in favor of the Bears here as we get ready to start the third quarter. The Bears lead it by a score of 28-18. What I want to see in the second half is the Bears take advantage of that Phillips 66 USAID three-point line. Only 1 made three-pointer in the first half for Bear Lake. They're better shooters than that, 1 out of 8. That's 12.5%. It's not going to get you very far shooting-wise. The Bears got themselves to the foul line plenty. Hallie Wells had a good first half, but I'd like to see the Bears outside shooting do some damage in this second half as we're ready to go. Huskies will start with the ball. They're out there with Sessions, Patino, Lenz, Pickard, and Heiner. The Bears start with their starting 5, which is Walker, Crockett, Wells, Neal, and Shaw. Inside it goes to Heiner. Should come back out to Sessions, now to Lenz. Lenz, long 3 with the hand in her face, misses it. The rebound goes to Sadie Shaw. She'll bring the ball in the front court. The Bears with their first possession the second half in the corner to Walker. Walker looking for Crockett. Now she goes to Wells. Wells will go to Crockett.
Look.
Oh! She gets her own rebound, though, and she can't get that one to go either. She short-armed it, put it off the bottom of the rim both times. Sessions down the lane. She'll have to come back outside to Lenz. Lenz into Heiner. Heiner spins out to Lenz, over to Patino. Patino to Lenz, to Pickard. Pickard to Lenz, and to Patino. They look for something on the inside. They keep it on the outside. They're very patient. Sessions at the foul line. She drives. She shoots. Heiner with the rebound and putback attempt. It's blocked away and taken away. Peyton Crockett going to go all the way. Lob it to Wells. Wells tries to go back to Crockett, out of bounds. It's Bears ball, baseline. And maybe Wells a little bit too unselfish on that one. She probably could have gone up with that.
I think she was just told that by the coach as well. He was definitely saying something.
Shaw drives, comes over to Walker on the elbow. Walker will go around the screen by Wells. The ball's knocked away, but she gets it back. She'll now lob it up top to Crockett, who will set the offense to Shaw. Shaw fakes the three.
Nope.
And now she's going to go to Neal. Neal dances across the top of the key. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Shaw will drive, go to Wells. Wells off bounds up. Oh, can't get it to go, but she'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She leads it. I mean, wow. She leads the scoring column for the Bears with 10 on the game. She has a chance to add to that right here.
That foul goes on Heiner.
And the first foul shot by Wells is good. Pushes the lead to 11. I think the game high lead for the Bears is 12. Currently they lead it by 11. And it will be Wells again at the foul line. Jacobson Mountain Air. For your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. 2 for 2 on the trip, and the Bears lead back to tie their game high lead, which is 12. Into the front court with it is Lenz. She now goes to Session, back to Lenz and Patino. They kind of form a triangle at the top and pass it around until they find an opening in the middle. Lenz with it at the top right now. She'll go over to Patino on the far side, back to Lenz and to Sessions. Sessions goes inside Heiner, up and in, and she's fouled. They kind of run a little pick play. Even with the zone, they kind of run that pick to get her open.
That foul goes on Neal. That'll be her first foul in the half.
And it sends Heiner to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She leaves it short. Wells will rebound it, and the Bears' lead is still 10. Shaw with it in the front court. She sets the offense to Neal. Now to Wells on the foul line. Drives, kicks it in the corner to Walker for three.
Oh.
They called a foul away from the ball. Who was it on?
Crockett, her second.
I didn't even see that one.
Me neither, but it took that 3 points off the board.
Yeah, it would have been a 3-ball from the corner from the Jacobson Mountain Phillips 66 U-Save 3-point line. But instead it goes for naught. And Wells will take it away. She'll lob it ahead to Shaw, who will lay it in. She left it short off the front of the rim. And quickly the other way, Lenz now lays it in. So that's a 4-point swing as the Bears leave it short. And on the other end, it's a bucket for the Huskies. My mind went blank as Crockett gets the bucket to go, about an 8-footer. I couldn't think of the name Huskies for a second, and Crockett gets it to go. Bears lead is back to 10. They've had a game-high lead of 12. 5 minutes left here in the third quarter. Patino cross-court to Sessions. Sessions back to Lenz. Lenz, now they call the same thing, away from the ball. Didn't see who this one's on.
Heiner, her second.
And these officials calling a lot from away from the ball, and plays I'm not seeing. I didn't see that one either. The Crockett got the foul just a minute ago the same way. 3-man crew, they see a lot more. Nice pass inside to Shaw. She gets it to go. Neal with the assist, Shaw with the finish. And the Bears lead is back to 12, and Shaw to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
That one goes on Lenz. That's her second.
And they have 4 girls on the bench over there, but only one of them has played. Shaw, nothing but the very bottom of the net on that one. And the Bears lead it by 13. That's the game high lead for the Bears with 4.5 minutes left to go here in the third quarter, Patino and Lenz in their little triangle up top. Now it's Pickard in the triangle instead of Sessions. Long 3-point shot by Lenz, and Heiner comes flying in, gets the rebound, tries to get it to Lenz, and Lenz is going to be tied up by Neal. Oh, they say timeout first. Timeout by the Huskies. We'll take it with them. It's a 30 on the SVI Sports Network.
Hi, I'm Dr. Reynolds. I work here at Bear Lake Memorial Hospital. I'm a family physician trained in rural family medicine, and then I also do sports medicine. I grew up in Provo, Utah, played football at BYU, medical school at the University of Utah, then did my residency at the Family Medicine Residency of Idaho, and then after residency came here. I love the beauty, the place geographically here. I love the people, and I love that there's a certain type of get-it-done person that lives here and thrives here. Really any sports me and my family love. Jet skiing, being on the lake, ATVs, power sports, that kind of stuff. I think what I want you to know more than anything else is that I'm here for you, that I take that duty to you very seriously, and I want to provide you with the information or the guidelines that you need to make a good decision, and that I have your best interest at heart.
The Bears got the steal on the inbound, but they say Taisley Neal double dribbled on the other end, so they turned right back over. So you missed nothing while you were gone, because it came back right where it left off with the Huskies inbounding it on the sideline. Sessions with it, looking inside. Said she goes to Patino. Patino to Sessions under the foul line. Tries to go underneath to Heiner. Oh, they say the Bears tipped it.
It was tipped by Crockett. All right, everybody leaving the court but Wells, Skinner, Saxton, Alleman, Bamey all back in the game.
And it will be Patino triggering on the baseline for the Huskies. She lobs it clear up top to Lenz, now to Heiner. Corner to Patino, up to Heiner. Heiner will bounce it to Lenz. Lenz will drive, be cut off, and she'll give it to Sessions. Sessions drives, cuts off, go back to Lenz. Lenz goes inside to Pickard. Pickard out to Sessions for three. No good. Almost got it off the backboard. Long rebound goes to Lenz. She'll turn around, shoot the three. No good. Rebound to Pickard, and she misses. The rebound this time to Wells. So some weird caroms that time kept giving the offense rebound to the Huskies. Saxton will get it over to Bamey, and the Bears will set the offense to Skinner. Skinner looking for a cutter. Instead, she'll come back to the top, and on the top of the key to Saxton, now to Wells, now to Bamey. Bamey drives, goes to Wells. Wells up, in. Rolled in. Hit the front of the rim short and had just enough English on it to roll over the top and down, and she'll go to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, try to complete the old-fashioned three-point play and give the Bears what would be their biggest lead, and is currently their biggest lead of 15, could be 16. Wells misses, it rims out, and it will be Huskies bring the ball in the front court. It's Sessions with the ball. She'll hand it to Lenz. Lenz will dribble across the top and go to Patino, back to Lenz, back to Sessions. They're triangle at the top, looking inside. Nothing there. Back to Lenz. Lenz dribble drive, kick to Sessions. Sessions around the screen, baseline jumper. Good-looking play. And great blocks out there by Alleman. Alleman and Skinner, neither one could come up with the ball. It goes off of their feet and out of bounds. So a good box out, but all for naught. It'll be Huskies ball baseline. 2:53 left in the third quarter, a 35-second shot clock for the Huskies as they trigger baseline. Lenz will have to come clear back up top, and Bamey takes it away. She went up high, brought it down. She goes the other way, avoids the contact, but misses the shot. Rebound to Alleman. She'll go to the foul line. She'll shoot two from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. And Alleman.
That goes on Pickard, and that's her fourth.
Alleman already has 3 points on the night at the Jacobs Mountain Air foul line. She's going to try to add some more. First one off the side, and no good. Bears lead is 15 at 37-22 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. If I remember right.
It actually went on Sessions.
Sessions. The Bears have only allowed 4 points here in the second half.
Mm-hmm.
And the second foul shot by Alleman from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line is good. And the Bears lead is up to 16 for the first time in the game. Patino to Sessions. Sessions around the screen. Kicks it to Patino. Patino for three. No good, but good position by Heiner. She gets the rebound and the putback. 38-24, Bears in the lead. Bamey into the front court. She'll bounce it to Skinner. Skinner back up to Bamey and to Saxton. Saxton baseline runner, no good. Wells with the rebound. Spin move, gets herself open, but misses, but gets her own rebound and then throws it away. Patino stepped in front of her pass, and it will be Husky basketball. Sessions in the backcourt with it. She'll get it in the front court now. Drive, Bamey with her step for step, And there's a foul.
Wow, that go on Heiner?
No, it goes on Bamey.
Oh. Well, totally different team.
It was, again, they've made some calls. Oh, that could have been a travel right there as Lenz gets it out to Patino. Now they set the offense at the top of the key. Over to Sessions. Sessions goes inside to Heiner. Heiner guarded there by Saxon, makes a nice move, gets herself to the hoop, but can't get it to go. Rebound foul as Pickard came down with it, and it's foul on the Bears. Did they call that one on Skinner? Blue one?
Yes, her second.
Skinner had a great game last night, been a little bit quieter so far tonight, and the inbound pass comes to Lenz, the top of the key. She'll drive, kick to Heiner. Heiner across the top. Saxon cuts her off. Now back to Sessions. Sessions in the corner to Lenz. Back to Sessions. Sessions will go the other side now to Patino. Patino, baseline. Heiner back to Sessions. Sessions drives. She's cut off. She'll go to Lenz. Lenz drives. She's cut off. She kicks it to Pickard. Pickard out to Sessions in the corner to Lenz. 8 seconds on the shot clock. Clear back out to midcourt to Sessions. She has to save it over to Patino.
Barely saved that.
Down to 2 to shoot. Patino just has to chuck it up. Bears get the rebound, but they say shot clock violation. That's one they could have waved off and just let the Bears take it because the Bears had the clear rebound.
Mm-hmm. By doing that, though, it does give the Bears a chance to
breathe a
little. Set it up.
We're under a minute to play in the third quarter. Saxton has the ball knocked away from her by Patino. She goes, and then she fumbles it away in the backcourt. She'll go get it again. Bamey is going to run it down. She gets it to Alleman. Alleman brings it in the front court. She'll slow it down and go to Skinner on the elbow. And the Bears will set the offense. Lob cross court to Saxton for 3. She misses it. But Alleman gets the rebound. She's fouled. She'll go back to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. She tried to check it up backwards, do the reverse layup after the rebound, and she drew the foul. Heads up play there by Alleman to draw that foul.
Yeah. Sessions picking up her second.
Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs in the Bear Lake Valley. Contact Jacobson Mountain Air. Alleman misses the first. She'll have one more.
Powell coming back into the game for Pickard.
And Alleman will have one more. The other 4 starters for the Huskies have yet to leave the court in the game. And Alleman goes 1 for 2. 31 seconds left in the third quarter. Sessions lobs it to Heiner. Heiner back to Sessions. Sessions drives, shoots, leaves it just a little bit short. Crockett will secure the rebound. Crockett will push it in the front court all the way down the lane. Floater, no good. She gets her own rebound. Put back this time, it's good. Crockett gets it to go. She's made 2 of her last 3. 17-point lead. Half-court shot, off the front of the rim.
Wow.
By Lenz just as the buzzer goes off. The Bears will go to the fourth quarter with the 17-point lead. We'll be back with that fourth quarter after this on the SVI Sports Network.
Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place for the helpful hardware, folks. Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Ace is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
When it's time for a brake job, go with Napa Silent Guard. Built with fiber-reinforced shims and rubber-coated hardware that reduce noise and provide an exact fit for the life of the pad. Available now at Napa. Give your engine the attention it deserves with Napa Full Synthetic Engine Oil. Its advanced formulation delivers faster flow and temperature protection in the harshest driving conditions, elevating engine performance by helping it run cleaner, longer. Available now at Napa.
You're watching Bears basketball with Jared and Lisa on the SVI Sports Network.
It is 41-24 on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard as we start the fourth quarter with the starters on the court for both. The Bears out there with Shaw, Walker, Neal, Crockett, and Wells. Sessions out there, and the three-pointer on the way quickly from Neal. Yeah! Oh, they say it's a long 2. as Taisley Neal, we're going to give Phillips 66 USAVE a shout-out anyway because her very tippy toes were on the line as she scored the long ball. The Bears lead it now by 19 at 43-24. Inside to Patino. And they call a foul, reach-in foul on the
Shaw,
Bears.
her first.
And it's 43-24, Bears up by 19. Sessions, Powell is out there instead of Pickard, so the starters aren't on the court for North Fremont. Heiner, nice move, drives the lane, but they're going to say offensive foul. That's why she got herself wide open down the lane.
That one goes on Powell, and that's her first.
And
they've called a few of those today.
The lane opened up like the Red Sea for Moses, and that's why it's because Powell gave us a little bump. Oh, Crockett. Oh, what a pass.
Wow.
Peyton Crockett, no look. Holly Wells with the layup. Bears up by 21.
I was kind of disappointed Crockett didn't take that shot, but then that pass was beautiful.
She was wide open early, and I was going to say the Bears missed an opportunity. Then they did get it to Crockett late, and she saw Wells cutting the lane. Nice assist. Sessions all the way down the lane, gets her way to the hole, avoids the contact, gets the bucket to go. Bears lead is 19 at 45-26. Holly Wells gets it to Shaw. Shaw splits the lane, goes to Walker. No, but she gets her own rebound, put back. No, and she's going to run her own rebound down again. And it's going to go out of bounds off of Sessions. So nice hustle play there by Walker. She's frustrated because she missed those two shots, but she made the good hustle play.
Sometimes those easiest shots are the hardest ones to make. I don't know.
It's been that way for the Bears tonight.
Really
nice pass into Neal.
Job.
And she gets the easy one to go. Neal with 4 points already in the fourth quarter. 21-point lead for the Bears. 47-26 on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital Sports Network. In the corner to Patino. She'll come back up top to Sessions. They're running a little bit different look right now. Sessions will drive, be cut off. She'll go to Powell. Powell dribbles across the top, goes to Lenz. Lenz thought about the three. Instead, she goes corner to Patino. Patino gets it into Heiner. Her shot's blocked from behind by Wells, but somebody reached in and got her, and I agree. There was triple team. Somebody fouled her.
If it's who I thought they just called it on, was it on?
Shaw is what.
Shaw already has had one. It was her again, though. That surprised me. She was not the one I
was going to say, everybody I expected to call it on, it wasn't her. But
right.
At the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line, Heiner makes her first. She'll have another. Jacobson Mountain Air, if you're heating and air conditioning needs, you're going to need that heater this weekend. Is it supposed to be cold?
I need it right now
cold,
on my feet.
Cold. Heiner goes 2 for 2. And Shaw will drive the lane all the way to the hoop, put it up. Oh, no good. Neal, almost had the rebound. Heiner fights it away. Heiner lobs it ahead to Sessions.
Great move, but
can't get it to go. Good defense there by Walker to affect the shot without the committing the foul. And Shaw with the ball for the Bears. Now Neal. Neal drives down the lane, up and off the backboard. Neal decided the fourth quarter's hers.
Yep.
She was quiet in the first half as far as scoring. She had several rebounds. In this fourth quarter, she's like, nah, I'm gonna put some points on the board. She's got 6 in the quarter. Bears lead it by 21, 49-28. Only less than 3 minutes into the fourth quarter, and she's already got those 6 points. As Walker commits the foul at the other end, she'll send Powell to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line.
Second foul for Walker.
Jacobson Mountain Air, they picked the best sponsorship ever, the foul line. Powell misses the first. And if you need heat for this very cold weekend, or if this weekend you realize, hey, my furnace needs some update, it didn't keep up, contact Jacobson Mountain Air. They'll help you out. The rebound is going to be taken by Walker. And Wells will hand the ball to Neal at center court. 49-28, Bears in the lead on your Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Bear Lake Memorial Hospital, you can count on them to care. Walker taking care of the ball. She goes to Wells. Wells spinning in the lane. She's just going to come back out to Neal. Neal will bounce it to Shaw. The Bears will reset. 13-second shot clock. Neal down the lane to Walker. Walker stops, shoots, no good. Rebound's going to be taken by Holly Wells. And now to Shaw. Bears have a new shot clock, but Shaw says, I'll take that three. She'll
Yes,
make that
she
three.
will.
There's a Phillips 66 USAVE three-point make from the top of the key. Sadie Shaw. Bears up by 24, 52-28. Phillips 66 USAVE live to the full, where your convenience is our pleasure. Patino, Lenz, Powell, and the baseline to Sessions. Sessions cut off by Crockett, blocked by Wells, out of bounds off the backboard. It will be North Fremont Husky basketball. Sessions makes a lot of good moves to get herself to the interior, but the Bears are so long. When you got the length that the Bears have with Wells and Crockett down there.
Heiner being replaced by Pickard.
First time Heiner's gone to the bench in the game.
She's a good ball player.
Lenz inside to Patino. Her shot's no good. Walker secures the rebound. Walker will get it to Shaw. The Bears set the offense up by 24 with 4 minutes left to go in this game. Shaw with the drive in the corner to Walker. Walker around the screen. Back up top, Wells. And now to Shaw. At the next dead ball, we're going to have a whole new Bear Lake offense out there as they've got everybody over at the table. They got all five this time. They are adding Abby Humphreys to it. Neal says, hey, before I go out, I'll try another three. She misses at the shot clock buzzer. Rebound to Sessions. Sessions is going to go all the way with it. Holly Wells swats it. Nice block there by Wells. She says, no, thank you.
What number is Humphreys? 5?
Humphreys is wearing number 5. Her 15. Her first varsity action of the year. And she replaces, well, Saxton, Bamey, Skinner, Alleman, and Humphreys out there. Shot blocked by Skinner. Rebound by Alleman. Alleman is going to be fouled by Patino. And it's with 3:20 left, the Bears in the second half have gradually pulled away. Now lead it by 24 at 52-28. They led by 10 at halftime. They've only allowed 10 points in the second half. Abby Humphreys with the ball. She'll go to Bamey. She'll set the screen, pick and roll. Nice. Oh, Bamey gets the pass back. Oh, Lenz blocks the shot, but Bamey gets her own rebound. Ball now to Humphreys. Humphreys looking for a cutter. She'll go to Skinner. Same action, pick and roll. This time long inside to Humphreys, and she's blocked. Rebound being fought for, finally taken by Sessions. Sessions will go up ahead to Patino. She fumbles it. She gets it back, and Skinner will get the rebound. Nice defense there by Bamey to affect that shot. And the Bears have the ball as they come into the front court. Skinner goes to Alleman. Alleman with the pick and roll action now to Skinner. Skinner says, I'll just go baseline, take it myself. Oh, she misses. Rebound run down by Sessions. Sessions bumped by Alleman at half court. Foul on Alleman.
That's her first foul in the game, by the way.
That's awesome for her.
It really is.
She usually has a tendency to get herself in a little foul trouble.
Heiner coming back into the game for Powell. And we're adding Boston Pelto and Brinley Walker this time for Skinner, and who else came off?
Bamey.
Thank you.
Timeout on the court. It's at full. We'll take it on the SVI Sports Network.
I'm Ben Olson. I'm an orthopedic surgeon and just joined Bear Lake Memorial. I'm originally from here in Bear Lake, graduated in 1997, went to undergrad in Pocatello at Idaho State, went to med school in Missouri, residency in Ohio, practiced in Northeastern Oregon for the last 11 years. I'm excited to come back home. You kind of grow up doing a lot of outdoor stuff like hiking and hunting and fishing, and that's kind of what we would do as a family. Now, you know, as your kids get older, your life is focused around them, so then you chase them around with all their sporting activities, and that's been a lot of fun. Probably the thing I love the most is taking somebody that can't find relief and offering them a surgical alternative and seeing the change that can happen. My goal for my patients is to earn your trust and take you through that journey and offer them some relief from what they're suffering from.
This is your home for Bear Lake Bears basketball, live on SVI Media and The Wave. all a part of the SVI Sports Network.
So the Bears cleaning the bench, giving some of the younger girls some playing time as they lead the Huskies by a score 52-28. Heiner, who's checked back in, goes up with it. She's fouled. Abby Humphreys gets herself in the score in the official record book by committing a foul. Or did they not give it to her? Did they give it to Alleman instead?
Yes.
We'll still go with it. It was Humphreys. And the first foul shot by Heiner from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line is good. Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs. It's Jacobson Mountain Air. She misses the second, but the rebound to Sessions. Up and in, and this time it's got to go on Humphreys. Because Alleman wasn't there.
It went on Walker. Brindley Walker.
So Abby has committed 2 fouls. She didn't get credit for either one of them.
Oh.
And the foul shot is missed.
Heiner with the rebound.
Alleman baseline, and there's another foul. The Bears committing some fouls late. 2:03 left.
That one goes on Saxton, her first.
And it will send Sessions to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. 52-31 the score on the Bear Lake Memorial Hospital scoreboard. Sessions' first foul shot, nothing but the very bottom of the net. And she'll have one more. Sessions' a fun player to watch. She hustles, she's quick, and she makes 2 foul shots from the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Ooh, Saxton with a nifty move in the backcourt. She'll lob it up ahead to Alleman. Alleman looking for a cutter, nothing there. So, oh, nice pass to Walker. Little Walker, as we'll call her. Brindley in the game now. Her sister Emery on the bench. Oh, Humphreys, nice shot from the baseline. Doesn't go. Walker will try one. This doesn't go. And the rebound goes out of bounds off of the Bear Lake Bears. So the sophomore is coming in getting some action. Got a couple good looks at it. Neither one of them would go down. And Saxton just going to steal away the inbounds and make the easy 2. Saxton pushes the lead back to 21 at 54-33. Ken Wells like, no, do not pick her up in the front court. We're up by over 20 points. Get back there. Pass inside goes to Sessions. She's going to be tied up. Jump ball this time.
Great job by Humphreys.
Possession will stay with the Huskies, as Humphreys did a good job to tie up Sessions. Here's the trigger on the baseline from Sessions. She'll go in the corner to Lenz. Lenz will drive, try to go to Heiner. She'll run it down. Heiner will drive, go all the way down the lane. And they say that she initiated the contact and tripped herself, so no call.
I'm laughing because Humphreys did like a, let me do a diving push-up over the top of you so I don't get called for a foul. I don't know what she called that.
She was trying to avoid the contact.
She really was.
The Bears throw it away. And the Bears managers over there, their water bottles got tipped over by the ball. Bears lead it by 21, 1:08 left in this one. The Bears are going to win and cover the spread, as it were. Heiner with it on the inside. Pelto had tied her. Oh, I'm not sure there was a foul on that one.
I think that was Humphreys, though. I think you finally got your wish.
She did get called for it. Not that I want her to get a foul, but the first 2 should have both been on her. Heiner, the Jacobson Mountain Air foul
She's
line.
got a pretty foul shot.
Jacobson Mountain Air for your heating and air conditioning needs. And Heiner cuts it to a 20-point game with 56.6 seconds left. Bears are going to win it, but Heiner cuts it to a 19-point lead. Walker into Saxton. Saxton cross court to Pelto. Pelto back to Saxton. Saxton avoids the trap.
Look down. Yep.
Goes into Alleman. Alleman will lay it up and in. She'll go to the foul line for the 3-point play. That's the risk if you run the trap.
Mm-hmm. You leave somebody undefended. Alleman wide open underneath there. Pickard with her 4th.
And Alleman to the Jacobson Mountain Air foul line. Completes the 3-point play. Bears lead it by 22, 57-35. Bears will get one more possession at it. as there's only about a 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Lenz in the corner. She'll lob it over cross court to Patino, out of bounds, and shot clock will be off. Bears can just dribble it out if they so choose. 30.4 seconds left. 35 seconds is a normal shot clock, so it'll be just Bears basketball. Walker into the front court. Oh, sorry, that was Pelto, but she threw it to Walker. Now up top to Saxton. Saxton being harassed there by Patino, so she'll go to Walker, back to Saxton. Saxton just going to dribble it out at half court, go to Walker, back to Saxton, over to Allman, back to Saxton. Patino comes out and commits the foul.
Her third.
Only the fourth team foul. So with 5.4 seconds left, the Bears will inbound. And the ball comes into Saxton. She'll get it to Humphreys. Humphreys will just hold it. That's the game. Bears win it by score 57-35 here on the SVI Sports Network. You know what? We got another game coming up in 15 minutes. The girls win this one by 22. Bear Lake boys ready to take the court for another one. We will take about a 2 to 3 minute break. Let's say 3 minutes. We'll catch our breath, come back, give you the stats for this one, and
do we log off and then
go off?
We go off and then come back on with a different
Let's get the stats
screen.
real quick then, right here.
All right, so 16 for Heiner, 9 for Sessions, 7 for Lenz, 3 for Patino. They shot 28% overall. 10 out of 24, that was 41% from the 2-point range. 1 from 14, 7% from the 3-point. 12 out of 22, 54% from the free throw line. For the Bears, 16 for Wells, 11 for Shaw, 8 for Alleman, 6 for Neal, 6 for Walker, 6 for Crockett, 2 for Bamey, 2 for Saxton, 41% overall shooting. They were 20 out of 42. That's 47% from the 2-point range. 2 out of 11, 18% from the 3-point range, and 11 out of 15, 73% from the foul line. They had 35 rebounds, 16 offensive, 19 defensive. They had 9 assists. I'm going to shout these out quick. Saxton with 2, Neal with 2, Walker with 3, Crockett and Wells each with 1 assist. Wells also had 3 blocks. Crockett had a block. Steals, Wells with 3, 2 for Bamey, 3 for Neal, 1 for Skinner, 1 for Shaw, 1 for Saxton, 1 for Walker, and 1 for Olivan. Pretty much everybody who was on the court had at least 1 steal tonight. They did a great job. 14 turnovers overall. And, great night. Bears outscored North Fremont 11-8 in the first, 17-10 in the second, 13-6 in the third, and 16-11 in the fourth. 57-35 final score.
We got Coach Wells on the headset. Coach, back-to-back wins and back-to-back nights. You said last night that this North Fremont team would be much improved since last time you played them. They were. Still a good win, 22-point victory, but this team's a lot scrappier, played a lot harder than they did when you played them back in November.
Yeah, they've really improved. Some of those young kids that Coach Lenz has brought along, he's done a really good job with, and they're right there. I know they're right tied for first in their district. They're ready to compete, so it was a good test for us today.
I had a really good question I was going to ask you. Now I can't remember it. Now you're down to just district play the rest of the way. Marsh Valley and Snake River both on the road next week before you come back home. So what do you know about Marsh Valley? That's your next game, the only team you haven't faced in the district yet.
Yep, Marsh Valley's physical. They got a couple shooters. They're really well coached. They're a good basketball team. They rebound. They got some players, so it's going to be interesting. I know they played pretty well against Snake last night, so they're excited. So,
okay, I did remember my question. So the last, I'd say all three games this week, you guys have got off to a great start defensively, but a very slow start offensively, then made the adjustments and pulled away late. Is that something you're concerned with, or just the nature of the beast?
So some of the nature of the beast. Last year in the locker room at State, I told the girls, you're going to get everybody's best effort from now on out. And I don't know that they believed me for a while, but they're seeing it now. Like, these teams come out and, especially a team like North Fremont, they want to see where they stand, and they come out and punch you in the mouth. So we get everybody's best effort. We just need to come out better.
Okay. Not that you've come out poorly. Other than the Snake River game, you come out and you've still been in the lead, but just the scoring really doesn't pick up. You usually tell about end of the first into the second quarter. Again, that was the same thing again tonight, and then you just gradually pulled away. Great win. Great to get the 3 games out of the way this week with 3 wins. And good luck next week. We'll see you in Marsh Valley.
Okay, sounds good. Appreciate you. Thanks.
Thanks, Coach.
See ya.
All right. That's going to let's do really quick. We'll get the headset back on Nate. And gritty player of the game.
This one's hard for me today.
I've got 2 that are in my mind. Let's see if you guys agree. Nate, who do you think?
I want to hear your 2.
This is hard for me.
This is a tough one.
I'll give you my 2, and then you guys can break the tie, because in my mind they both had great games. I want to go with Neal and Wells. I think they both had complete games tonight. Neal got a lot of rebounds early when the Bears were starting a little bit to score. She came up with several key rebounds, 3 or 4 possessions in a row. She got the rebound. And then Wells was all over the court tonight. Yeah, she was the leading scorer, but more importantly than that, she had several steals, and she was a beast on the board, and then those 3 block shots you talked about. I go back and forth. I think I'm leaning one way, but I'll let you guys give your opinions.
That is hard for me, because I'm sitting here looking at the stats and thinking, yeah, I agree with both of those.
Did you have another?
But I was going to throw Walker out there as well. She had 6 points. She had 3 assists. She had 6 rebounds. She had a steal. I don't know. And then Shaw with those 5 quick points to start the second quarter that kind of felt like it turned the whole energy of the game around. So I don't know. Where are you at, Nate? It's hard because these girls are
There's
good.
about 4 of them.
We've named 4.
I would honestly probably go Hallie Wells.
Yeah.
But that's just me. I mean,
if we go by stats alone.
And it's not stats alone. We're talking the contributions across the board. It's not just points. Points, rebounds, had a double-double tonight. A lot of great looks, great passes. But also just a great team effort.
Yeah, and I think that's why these Bears are 12-3 now on the season, defending state champions, is because this is the way they play.
Yeah,
it's easy to make an argument for 4 or 5 players every night as the player of the game. Crockett is the only starter we didn't mention, and she had a good game. She
did.
Played well.
She did, and nothing against her as well. So I don't know. I would probably go with Wells again. 16 points. She was 70% shooting overall, which was the highest percentage on the team. But she also had an assist. She had 3 blocks. She had 11 rebounds, like Nate said. She had a double-double. She had 3 steals. She had a deflection. Great effort across the board for her. So, but I could give it to at least 5 different people tonight. But going across the board, I would say probably Wells.
All right, so that's going to wrap it up for the girls' game. We'll be back with the boys' broadcast in about 3 minutes by the time it takes us to get off the air, get back on the air. And the boys taking on North Fremont right here from Ashton right after this on the SVI Sports Network.